During World War II and the following years, many people worked in the shipbuilding industry and were exposed to asbestos on a daily basis. The asbestos was used in boilers, pipes, engines, turbines, and other areas where fire retardant was needed on the ship. During the war, the government became aware of the dangers of asbestos as a result of research in Europe. Demand for ship production, however, delayed the workers from being told that the asbestos they worked with could kill them. Even though asbestos use has declined in shipbuilding within the United States, workers still come into contact with asbestos during repair and cleaning of older ships that use asbestos for fire and corrosion retardant. Additionally, asbestos is not banned within the United States, and some countries still have only minimal regulation of its use. Therefore, foreign-built ships and foreign components may still have very high concentrations of asbestos. The National Steel and Shipbuilding Company, or NASCO, is headquartered in San Diego, California. It has been doing business for over 100 years. From 1905 until 1949, it was called the California Iron Works, and since 1949, it has done business under the name of NASCO. The company has changed ownership several times, but has been owned by General Dynamics since 1998. NASCO does not have a sterling record in its health, safety, and labor practices. In 1997, the San Diego Baykeeper Environmental Group successfully reached a settlement with NASCO requiring to audit its environmental policies regarding heavy metal runoff into San Diego Bay. As recently as 2006, NASCO was found guilty of unfair labor practices by unilaterally appointing a health and safety representative for its workers in violation of their labor contract. Although this lawsuit did not specifically have to do with asbestos, it is related as a health and safety concern. There have been asbestos-related lawsuits against General Dynamics, the owner of NASCO. For example, in 1997, a woman successfully sued General Dynamics for damages after the death of her husband from asbestos-related illnesses. He had been employed by Electric Boat, a company owned by General Dynamics, and had been exposed to asbestos during the course of his employment. Additionally, the NASCO shipyard is one of a number of shipyards with known asbestos contamination. Many people with asbestos exposure have related health problems, but fear of the legal system keeps them from seeking compensation. Knowing what to expect when they visit an attorney may help alleviate their fears. The first step generally involves filling out a questionnaire and meeting with a lawyer to answer questions about exposure, illness, and what treatments have occurred. The lawyer will usually ask the injured party to sign release of information statements so the law firm can order copies of employment and medical records. After reviewing the evidence, the lawyer makes a decision about the strength of its case. Since most personal injury cases are taken on a contingency, the lawyer will not accept a case where recovery of damages is unlikely. If the case moves forward, the lawyer usually writes a demand letter to the employer requesting a settlement. If there is not a settlement, the lawyer files a complaint with the court and the other side has a number of days to file a reply. The injured party may be required to see a doctor of the employer's choosing and will probably have to answer some questions for the other side as in a proceeding called a deposition. The lawyers keep trying to negotiate a settlement, but if neither side is satisfied, the case eventually goes to trial. Thank you for watching. This video was produced by Asbestos.Net, a leading resource on all aspects of asbestos and mesothelioma. Our priority is to inform victims about the devastating effects of asbestos exposure, mesothelioma, asbestos cancer, asbestosis, and other asbestos-related diseases, and to advise them with a wealth of information. Individuals whose lives have been touched by mesothelioma have numerous questions and concerns. Their caregivers and family members also need accurate, reliable information. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos cancer and need more information, we invite you to visit and explore the thousands of pages of oncologist-reviewed material on Asbestos.net, to call our convenient toll-free number shown below and speak with a mesothelioma specialist, or to use the simple contact form found at Asbestos.net to request a free copy of our informative books,
custom inserts, and DVD. Asbestos.Net, information and help for patients and families.